Okay, fanboys and fangirls of Android, if you're excited for Samsung and AMD's new partnership in their GPU, if you don't know, well, coming up on today's episode of Technoid, it looks like Samsung is actually going to roll out their GPU in 2021 with the S21, and it looks like it will be doing a lot more than just replacing a GPU. I'll explain the details in this video. Also on today's episode, the Galaxy Bud Plus gets a new color and a few little options, although there are some details you need to know, and the new MacBook Pro seems to be coming into full bloom for WWDC, but some of you may be a little disappointed. I'll explain more in this episode. All of that on today's episode, so stay tuned. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to Technoid. Hope y'all have an excellent day. I'm always good as usual. Welcome back, everybody. The only tech show that gives you the news without the bullshit. So, enough talking, enough chattering. Let's get it go. So story number one, first story up. Now, before we discuss AMD and Samsung, as you know, I gotta get a couple stories out of the way, so I'm gonna do this fast. First story up, let's start it with Apple. So as you know, Apple is in the process of refreshing their MacBook lineup, especially the Pro line. They just finished with the 16-inch, and now we are getting the 13-inch. Now, for a while, everybody's been saying it was supposed to be 14 inches. They were going to make it. Well, it looks like it's not going to be 14 inches anymore because according to Rogue Game on Twitter, he has given a spec sheet of everything you need to know about the MacBook Pro, and it looks like Apple is opting for a 13-inch. That's really the only disappointment in this story because everything else is actually pretty good. It looks like the new MacBook Pro will support 32 gigabytes of RAM, up to 4 terabytes of SSD. That is insane. And the base storage will be about 512, it seems. Now again, details are to come more as WWDC approaches, but the thing you need to pay attention is the CPU. It will contain an Intel Core i7 1068 ING7 2.3 gigahertz base, and you can clock that to 4.1 gigahertz. That is overkill on a base storage. That is actually not bad at all. So Apple, fair play. Fair play. Next story up, let's move it over to Samsung. Now, since we're going to be in Samsung territory, I'm going to speed through these two ones, and then we'll get to the main story of AMD. Now, my Galaxy Bud videos are blowing up, so I guess you guys are really enjoying it, so thank you for watching. But we got some new information on the regular Galaxy Bud Plus. Now, for those of you that are in the market looking to buy headphones, the Google Pixel Buds just came out, but a lot of people are saying they would rather go with the Galaxy Bud Pluses. It's a little variant. However, though, there is a new version of Galaxy Bud Plus coming out in a brand new color called Aura Blue. Gee, I wonder who could have saw that coming. But honestly, it looks really sick. I am a happy user of the Note 10 Plus in the Aura Blue. I really love that Aura Blue. I don't know anybody can disagree with me on that, but the Aura Blue just feels perfect with the Galaxy Bud Pluses, and it's unclear whether we're gonna see this released anytime soon, but I'm telling you right now, if it drops tomorrow, I will buy it. I will ditch Soundcore and go back to Samsung. That's how much I love the Aura Blue. I'm just being biased. Taking a look at the set part of Samsung, they will be offering a mix and match for South Korean users to mix and match your Galaxy Buds. Now, this is basically a little fun program they have going on from May 1st to June. Basically, they will let you mix and match Galaxy Bud cases and earbuds. You can pick the colors and you can swap it around and make your own customized Galaxy Bud Plus. Now, keep in mind, this is only for South Korea, so you can't do this in America. But Samsung, why do you hold back such cool things and put them in South Korea? The market's more stronger here. So come on, man. Hey. Well, that's enough for the boring stories. So let's get to AMD. So the last story up, the main story that I think you guys are pretty much excited to hear about is the AMD and Samsung mobile GPU. Now, as you know, Samsung made a partnership with AMD to start transitioning their Radeon graphics into mobile platform style and put it into their Galaxy phones. Well, according to Notebook Check, now keep in mind this is all a rumor, however though, they are reporting that the new GPU will be released on the S21. It won't happen this year with the Note series. It'll start to take the transition into the S21. And I will explain everything and I'll get you out of here under 10 minutes, I promise. So take a look at the article. Apparently AMD's new mobile graphics chip, which is being dubbed the honestly, I don't even know what it's dubbed. They didn't even give it a name. However, they did say that compared to the Qualcomm GPU, which is the latest one, I believe is the Adreno 650, it said that it would destroyed it. It destroyed it in the Geekbench scores. So what that means is that this AMD graphics card is pretty good on par. That should give you about PC level style. Now, I don't know exactly where Samsung's going with this, if they're gonna push their gaming service or if they're gonna push anything on the Galaxy, but let me just explain to you the significance of this. So AMD, as you know, are probably one of the best CPU makers on the market. They make some of the greatest gaming performance CPUs and GPUs for consoles, gaming PCs, everything. Now, this partnership with Samsung is a small transitional partnership, so it's going to take a little bit of time to start. Now, the reason the S21 is being the rumored target is because just like last year when they started doing all the changes with the S20, with the 5G and making everything standard, they want to roll out AMD Graphics as their new flagship. Now, this is not going to affect mid-ranges or lower-end devices. Those will still be rocking either Exynos or Qualcomm GPUs. But for the flagship, the premium tip-tier spec, they're gonna put Radeon graphics inside of the phone. Now, what does this mean? So this could mean one of two things. Either A, they are going to start the transition of ditching Qualcomm. Now, this is not confirmed. This is just a hypothetical, realistic look. They could look to start ditching Qualcomm in favor of AMD, having them to start promote CPU making, or they could be transitioning their own in-house make Exynos chips, because right now the Exynos chips are getting so much hate. They could possibly be replacing their chips with AMD. So take this all with a grain of salt. I'm not trying to give you hope and stuff. I'm just giving you ideas of what this partnership could lead to. Now, it's not gonna happen, like I said, it's not gonna happen right now. They're still working it out. They're still working the details. But if the rumor is true that this thing destroys the Qualcomm graphics, I gotta say, you now have a real competitor to the iPhone. Because for a while, the iPhone has had great GPU performances along with their A series chips. Now you've partnered with one of the top leading brands that make some of these components for the top tier consoles, gaming PCs, everything. So just imagine what happens if Samsung decides to put their CPU on top of their GPU. You have literally a mobile gaming phone right in your hands in a Galaxy. There already are gaming phones on the market, but just imagine what Samsung could do. Now, this is all, again, hypothesizing. I'm just hypothesizing a possibility. But this partnership is going to be in effect starting 2021, and it looks like it's going to start with the S21. So like I said, if all this pans out, if this is the possibility of what this partnership could lead to, I think in a realistic and logical world, the Galaxy lineup will be not only the most overhyped beast of a smartphone, not overhyped in a sense, meaning hyped up to the max in terms of specs, long lasting with software support, and performance. So you may actually have a lot to be looking forward to with this. So keep your fingers crossed. We'll see where this partnership goes, and who knows? Maybe it'll be some good stuff. Who knows? We don't know. But the one thing you need to also know, they're not ditching Qualcomm right now. They're gonna still keep their deal with Qualcomm, but we'll wait and see how everything pans out. And that's it for today's episode of Technoid. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. Help circulate my videos on YouTube. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Again, to all new subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And to new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. As always, guys, I will see you on the next one, and peace.